back in a better, back in a better, feeling the vibe, back in a better, back in a better. Picture on my mirror, start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach there's a pain, you walk in my direction.
Guys, hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time. It has been 5 months. Like, what? I basically took 5 months off over here. I'm sorry. It was not planned. It was not intentional. It kind of just happened. But I am back. Hi, my name is Kaylin. This is A Joy of Reading. And that is where I am right now. We're all about rediscovering the joy in reading. So for those of you who are new, hello, welcome, okay? I am a mom of 2. My oldest is about to be 4 next month, and my youngest is 18 months. Around there. So busy. After becoming a mom, things just kind of like changed for me a lot. Not so much after my first pregnancy. After my first pregnancy, I actually got into reading a lot more and got that spark and that interest back. Then after my second pregnancy, during the pregnancy, the reading slump just hit. It hit real hard. And then afterwards, it just was never really the same. Now, being like almost a year, basically being a year and a half postpartum, reading just looks a lot different for me. So I have not even read that much since the last time you guys saw me. I've been reading a lot of like my Christian books and stuff like that, but even those have been kind of like slim. So I'm just now getting into the swing of reading again and like reading consistently and reading more. But some things have changed. So I'm not even trying to read based off like a number. I'm not trying to hit a certain number a month. I'm not trying to hit really a certain number a year. If you follow me on Goodreads, I actually changed my goal to 30 books because I just want to be intentional with my reading. I want to enjoy the books that I am reading, and I want them to be like 5-star books. I don't have time for the books that you be suffering through, that you end up, regretting reading. Like, no, I'm going to DNF a book if it's not good. And what solidified that for me this year is I read Project Hail Mary, and I'm so sorry if you love that book, but the book was not for me. It was not for me at all. I didn't even give it a rating. I actually was very upset that I even read it, but I did want to read it before seeing the movie. The movie was good, but the book, it was a painful process getting through that book. Like, I read it up until the minutes we were walking into the movie theater to see the movie, and I will never pick that book up again. So books like that, I just don't want to read throughout the rest of this year. So I'm just going to play catch up with you guys and kind of fill you in on what's been going on and what are my plans for May as far as reading. I don't really have like a set TBR. I don't even want to do like those kind of videos where I'm just reading the back of the book. Like, I really want this to be more interactive and talking more and just an experience. So I want reading to be a fun experience and just learning and living and loving, like, and finding the joy in reading, like not being so serious. I think a lot of people in the book community like feel the same way. Like, things kind of got a little bit too serious, and it's not a competition. It's not like, I don't want to read 1,000 books unless like I really am loving all these books and stuff a year. Like, I just want to read more so that I'm on technology less and just living and being present and intentional in the world. So that's where my heart is. So I just do want to go over some of the books that I have read since I've been away. I've literally only read 11 books so far this year. So the bulk of it, I did tell you Project Hail Mary, did not rate that. I read for my Christian book club that I started in January from my other channel. So those of you who are from my other channel that are now coming over here, hey girl. But yeah, we pick a book a month, every month to read now, and that's been going well. We read The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer, and then we read When Faith Meets Therapy, and then we just finished reading I Am Brand New, which was a 21-day devotional that we did together. Camera is on 10%, y'all. So if I'm talking fast, I'm trying to get this video done for y'all, especially before nap time. So I reread those books. In the beginning of the year, I started out reading Atomic Habits. That was beautiful. It changed my life. I had picked that up years ago and never read it. And I was just like, you know what? The habits, we need them. We need them. I need to know the secrets. I need to know what it is that I could be doing better so that I can stick to my habits and have like a life of discipline and consistency when it comes to doing the things that I want to do. So read Atomic Habits. Then I finally had picked up Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. Y'all know how I felt about the first one, you know how I felt. I did not really care for Magnolia and BJ. I just did not. It was too toxic for me. They were getting on my nerves. It was childish. But this book right here set it off for me, okay? I could not put it down. I read this book and just immediately was like, yes, I'm hooked. I see what the people are talking about. I'm here for it. Magnolia Parks Universe, I am here for it. So, read this one. Then I just finished, maybe like a week or so ago, the next Daisy book. And Jessa Hastings, why do you keep ending these books like this? So, this cliffhanger made me pick up this one immediately. And this cliffhanger, I'm like, what is going on? Why are you doing this to me? This book was so good. I think I gave this one 4 stars something. And I gave this one 5 stars because this one just did it for me, okay? So I went from not really caring for Magnolia and BJ to, yes, I understand. I'm with y'all. I stand with y'all. I understand. It's more to the story. I feel like this book, you got to understand and connect with the characters more. Like, I finally understood a little bit why they're so toxic, a little bit why what was going on is what was going on. So I feel like I got more of the character development and relationship with the reader. Like, I got to understand a little bit more. Y'all know I need that background. I need the psychology of why are you making these decisions? So I really did enjoy this one. And then Daisy's my girl. I did like the first Daisy book. Daisy's my girl. I just love the vibe of the Daisy books so much. It's so much like chill. And Julian. I just love the character development and like getting to know him and Christian and Julian and Daisy. Like, yes, a million times yes. So I did catch up on Bethany's videos, and I saw that her and Bryn were reading the books together, that at least along my home together. So I told her, like, her and Bryn need to do a buddy read for the last one, because now I'm on the last one, so I need some time, because I can't believe that's the last one. So I'll need some time for the Magnolia Parks last one. Oh my goodness. I'm not ready for that. So I'm gonna wait, hopefully, for them, and we can buddy read that. So, like I mentioned before, I've been gone on here, but I have not been gone on my main YouTube channel, which is Kaylin J. She Persists with Purpose. That's my main channel. That's the one that I've been trying to be just very consistent with, because that is basically my life. That is my true living day-to-day life. So this is more of me putting time into my hobbies and things that I enjoy and like doing. So over there on that page is a lot of my Christian content, my faith content. We're growing right now. We're in the process of just learning and growing and learning about how to become the woman that God created us to be and how to walk in that confidently and boldly. So if you're interested in that kind of content, you can go on that page. I do want to keep it for the most part separate, because I go in depth on that channel, and it's about, you know, your whole journey and relationship with God and walking that out, and it's different. So this is more of the fun vibes we'll be reading. You know, I still will probably read some of my Christian reads on this channel as well, like my reading content, but my life and, you know, the faith content, that is where that all lives on that channel. So these are some books that I set aside for May. So we actually voted in our book club that we're going to do the Ruth Anointing, which I'm very excited. This is about just the story of Ruth and being inspired by her story. We talked about becoming the woman that God created us to be. So now it's time to look at some of the women in the Bible and learn through their lives. And Ruth is my favorite book of the Bible. My youngest daughter's middle name is Naomi because of the meaning and the, you know, story of what happened in the book of Ruth with Naomi. So one day I can get all into that. I'll probably get into that on the other channel, but Ruth is near and dear to my heart. So that's one of the books that I'm going to be reading. I am also challenging myself to do this Donna Pertot, Becoming the Woman God Wants Me to Be. It's a 90-day guide to living the Proverbs 31 life. I've had this for a while. I've started and stopped it, but it's just like trying to build that consistency. This is what I want to do. So it's breaking down Proverbs 31 woman, all the things and characteristics that it takes to, you know, be this woman, and how can you be that woman in your life. So it takes you step by step and gives you a plan on on how you can do everything in specific areas of your life. So faith and spirituality, family and relationships, health, business, home management, ministry, and more. So this is something I'm excited for. Then Gospel Mom is something that's just going to be in my devotional book. Any kind of mom books, I need them all, because your girl is in that season of just trying to be the best mom that I can be and to disciple my kids as much as I can. So this is discovering the mom that God created me to be. And then this is another book that I got, not part of the plan. I've had this for a while. It's by Kristen Clark and Bethany Beal. It's just about trusting God with the twists and turns of your story. So just the unexpected. And I feel like that ties in good with Ruth as well. So this is another book that I have on my pile. I don't know if I'm going to get all these books done, but it is just a goal of mine to try. So let's get into the books that I want to read for May. And one of them I'm already reading, but this is the pile, and it's not going to be a harsh commitment. This is the pile that I'm going to choose from. Y'all know, if you've been here, that I am a mood reader. That is why it is so hard for me to get books done, because every day I just don't know what kind of mood I'm going to be, what book I'm going to want to read. So these are some books that I'm interested in, have been looking at for a while, and want to get into. So the first three are going to be the ones that I have audiobooks for. So on the go, these are going to be probably the books that I tend to gravitate more towards, because I can do different things throughout my day and still be getting my reading in. So Sarah J. Maas, Assassin's Blade. Y'all know I've been trying to start the Throne of Glass series for a long time. It's time. So I'm going to try to start this one. And I'm reading it first. So I done went through the back and forth of which order you should do it in, and I'm just going to read that one first, because that is kind of what is expected to do. But people don't usually read this one first, or a lot of people don't, but I'm gonna read it first. Then I have Kristen Hanna, The Nightingale. I've been wanting to start this book forever. I've only read one Kristen Hanna book, The Women, and I absolutely loved it, so I want to start giving some more of her books a try. I have this one, and I have The Great Alone as well, but this one has been up on the top of my list. So I actually got a special edition from Costco, and it's just gorgeous. So this is going to be one that I want to read. And then y'all, my book of the month subscription, I guess I had paused it, and I didn't know that I had just paused it and not canceled it. So I got a few books from there by accident. This is one of them that I'm actually interested in reading. It's called Lady Tremaine. It is like a spin-off twist turn kind of story of Cinderella, but it's from the stepmother's point of view. So I'm not gonna read like the description, but it's from the stepmother's point of view, and like how I guess she wanted the best for her daughters, and like that whole story. And I was like, ooh, that's intriguing. I've never heard of anything like that, but I have the audiobook for this one as well, and I heard that that was really good. So this is something that I'm definitely going to try to get into this month. Now, the books that I don't have on audiobook, but I would like to get into in the month of May. Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. I adore Lynn Painter, okay? She writes, I love her writing style. I've enjoyed every one of the books that I've read by her, so this is on my list because I want to see what's going on with Liz and Wes. This is like when they're in college, and now they're navigating that, and I guess they had broken up. Yeah, they had a fallout. A few months later, they find themselves in college together in a healthier place, and we get to see what's going on with that. So that is that one. Abby Jimenez, The Friend Zone. Y'all know I love Abby Jimenez. I need to get her new book, The Night We Met. That'll probably be in a different vlog of us going out and shopping and stuff. But this is about, she's facing a medical necessary procedure that will make it impossible for her to have children, planning her best friend's wedding, and she meets the best man. So I guess maybe the best man is going to be the love interest. So I'm excited for this one. I think I have this one on Kindle Unlimited too. So that's another thing. I'm trying to use my Kindle more now that I have the Kindle Color that I got for my birthday. This is the book that I'm reading now, Hearts on the Fly by Toni Shiloh. Y'all know Toni Shiloh is my girl. She's one of my favorite Christian authors. So this is a Christian romance. It is a hockey romance, which I've never read a hockey romance, but I'm excited to read this one. So you'll see this one in a vlog coming up, and I'll talk more about it. Anxious Generation. Y'all know everybody out here is anxious, and it's just like, what is going on? And I think such a big thing is technology and just the way that it is now. So I just wanted to read about, y'all know I like my psychology stuff, so I just wanted to read about, you know, how it affects our children and the children today and what they're going through, especially as I have children. If there's things that I can do to help them maybe not fall into having so much anxiety or experiencing anxiety based on certain things, I would love to implement that in my parenting. So I know a big thing is technology and stuff, So this is by Jonathan Haidt, and he talked about this on a talk show or the news, I don't know, one of them, and I was just like, yeah, add to cart. Add to the cart. The last book that I have in my pile, my TBR pile for the month of May, is Ellen Hildebrand, The Golden Girl. I've never read anything by Ellen Hildebrand. I believe Kyra, I think, is the one who I've heard her speak about her books a little bit, but I just want to try different things out and see what it is that I like, new authors, which some of these books are like new authors, and just get more of a feel of different genres, what it is that I like in this current season, because as you know, you like change, and there's just more. Like, I do, and I will always love my romances, my cute little rom-coms, but I want to just expand more on that. So this book is about, I think it's a mom. She has one final summer to protect her secrets while her loved ones on Earth learn to live without their golden girl. And this is an author. She's a mother. She's killed in a hit and run. And I guess basically we get to see like what happens with her kids, and we're looking into what's going on since she's died. So she gets these 3 nudges to change the outcomes of events on Earth, and I guess we get taken through that. So it's very interesting. I've never read a book from that kind of like perspective. Being able to change things and the outcomes is like what's interesting, because like what would she change and what kind of impacts would that be? Because we all know, like, if there's little things that you change and you go back, it could completely alter your entire life. Like, that's why when people are like, oh, what do you regret? Nothing, because I'm exactly where I am today for a reason. And I think that's more like, you know, the spiritual side of thinking about things, but I would never want to alter God's plans for my life. So I'm just interested in seeing what it is that she would change and how that's going to affect her life, her kid's life. So I think she has a son and a daughter, and we get to watch what happens for one last summer. So I just felt like that sounded interesting. So those are the books that I am going to be picking from for the month of May. My goal realistically is to at least read 3 of them, because some of them are long, but my goal is to at least complete 3. These can, you know, follow me into the months after, but I just want to change the way that I do my TBRs, or like what it is that I'm going to read next, because things change, moods change, and obviously new books also come out. So there's other books that I want to read, but I'm trying to read the books that I have, okay? There's a lot of books over here, and Cam was in here the other day and she's like, Mommy, all these books, you're gonna read them all? And I'm like, I sure hope so, because I haven't touched half of them and I've had them for years. So I would like to do like a TBR takedown for the rest of 2026 and get through the books that I have. And if there's books that are in here that I just don't even feel like I want to read anymore, donating them, getting rid of them, giving them away, whatever it may be, so that I can make room for the new books that I want. Because there's some books that I know I'm probably not gonna read, just because I just have changed. My reading has just changed. So yeah, I do want to finish the Kennedy Ryan's Hoop series. Like, there's so much. So we have a busy summer ahead of us. So I hope you guys are ready for the ride, because I'm ready to feel like I felt before reading. Like, it just consumed me. Like, I'm trying to get my reading fire back, if that makes sense. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this little catch-up video. It's so good to see you guys, and I'm excited for what's to come. Just as far as my upload schedule and everything, I think I'm just going to stick to videos every Friday so that y'all can hang out with me on the weekends. I have kind of a system down on my other channel now on when my content over there is coming out, so I think I'm at a good spot as far as filming and editing and stuff like that. So you can expect to see me every Friday. If not, I will always post like on the community tab that, you know, a video might get pushed back or uploaded late, whatever the case may be. But I'm out here just trying to survive, just trying to live, just trying to find joy in reading. So if that's your kind of vibe, if you like what you heard today, I hope that you stick around and enjoy what is to come. But I'm excited for the reading vlogs, the outdoorsy vlogs, Let's go out to the cafes. Let's go out to the bookstores. I'm on the hunt to find some new coffee shops and just places where I can go and read outside. But I'm trying to step away from technology, binge watching shows, being doom scrolling on social media. Like, I just want to read and enjoy and be present and intentional in life. So if that's your vibe for this spring and summer, hop on in and let's get ready to ride. All right. So we're back and we're better, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you for bearing with me. And if you're still here from the beginning, thank you, because 5 months is no joke to take a break, but we're back and I'm excited. So I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.
The reason why you always on my mind. Around like a shadow, I see you.